To all my black entrepreneurs, we gotta do better, y'all. So tune in to the Entrepreneubians Podcast, where we help build better black businesses.
Hey. Welcome back to the Entrepreneubians Podcast. I'm your girl, Tiffany Nicole, the CEO, and that is LinkTree.
What up, y'all?
And this is my favorite segment, The Book Club. And we are back with Mr. Shannon Newby. And the book he decided to bring was awesome. I'm like, I got to get that book because it sounds so interesting. So what you got, Shannon?
I can't really read. I can see the words.
I
can't really comprehend them and put them together. The cat sat on something. So I'm a big reader. I mean, I'm a writer. So yes, I'm a reader. So from the book I brought was a book called HeadTrash. I don't know, autographed copy. HeadTrash. So I think a lot of people read Rich Dad Poor Dad, which I do always recommend. But HeadTrash is a book. It's called HeadTrash: Cleaning Out the Junk That Stands Between You and Success. So I like this book a lot because it gets into the psychology of how people kind of interact within business and how people do things. So the best way to describe the book, or describe what it is like this. So let's say, I see you, we're at work, I walk past you and say, hey, Tiff, how you doing? And you don't respond to me. Mm-hmm. And I say, she's mad because I didn't turn in that report yesterday. Well, you know what? I'll show her. Mm-hmm. So I won't turn the report next week either. Let's see how she like that. You can be upset because your cat died. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking what I think you thought, mm-hmm. and then responding to your thoughts with action.
Which happens all the time.
All of the time.
And I think in almost any interaction someone has with someone that happens.
Right.
Because you're trying to read people. Yep. Instead of asking them, what's up? You're just trying to read.
And that's exactly what you do. If there's a problem, say, is everything okay? Are we having an issue?
Yeah.
Is something, ask. What's important? Not ask.
Right. Don't just misread.
Right. Yeah. And as a person myself with anxiety, my elbow's hurting. I got cancer in my elbow. No, you don't. You don't know what's wrong with your elbow. Go to the doctor if you're that concerned and find out what's wrong with your elbow.
So you go, I just sprained it. I got this and D. I got all that.
That's what with that person with anxiety. Don't think it. You're not a doctor. Right. Go ask a doctor if you're that concerned. Otherwise, shut up, brain, and don't talk to me about it. Yeah. So it's the same kind of thing. So it's like people will take so many people live within their own
HeadTrash,
right? Yes. Yeah. But their own insecurities, their own ideas of control, and people respond to you not based off of the situation at hand, but their own history. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna just say this again. We're not tired of talking about that. Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. Do you think it was really about the joke? There's trauma going on there. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
That's what I said from the beginning. That's not the joke. That's something else.
Right. That is a lifelong. That is history of trauma. Yes. That for him to do that, because again, the joke was a nothing joke. It really was. I've heard comedians do some really raunchy.
Yes.
That was and people who really love Will Smith defend it. Like I'm not getting into all of that, but. That slap was not just about that joke. It was a whole bunch of other stuff.
Yep.
And he responded erratically to the joke, but it really was about whatever the problems going on in his own psychological being. Mm-hmm. And again, that's HeadTrash though. Mm-hmm. That's what it is. It's like not being present and responding to with the things in play and trying to overthink or thinking things that are and aren't. And you have people, and the worst thing is when you're dealing with people like that who are in a job, who are managers or supervisors, and they will make assumptions about who you are, what they think you are because of, and then they'll treat you, to a certain extent. Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you a funny story. So this is real quick. So I was working as a security guard. So by the way, I've had like 100 jobs.
Yeah, that's what you're Jamaican. It's fine.
I'm not even. If it was legal and moral, I'd do it. You know what I mean? I didn't shake my booty for money. I didn't rip nobody off. But I worked as security guard. I worked at car wash. I've done everything. This is the time when I was trying to get my movie made. Mm-hmm. So there was a woman. I was working as security guard at a medical facility, and this woman, every time I talked to her, she would say things like, did you see that basketball game? I said, no. I have nothing against basketball, but it became very clear. She put me in a box of who she thought I was.
Yeah, you black, you like basketball.
Right. Yeah. And so one day, I worked at the late evening shift, so after the facility closed, I would still be there until somebody would come in or whatever. So I said, can you mind if I borrow one of your magazines? She said, what do you want, the Sportsman? I said, no, the Time magazine's the article in there about sleep study that I was really interested in. I read, and she was like, I was like, yes, I read beyond sports. I read sports too, but don't. She was constantly like trying to put me in this box of who she thought I was.
I don't just look at the pictures, lady.
Exactly. Right? But again, it was like, so she already she decided who she thought I was as a person. And then when you talk to someone beyond that, like, and if I talk to like, well, I was reading this thing, an article on sleep studies, and they were saying something about the REM and the things about your brain pattern. Like, she got very uncomfortable. Like, you're not supposed to talk to me about this kind of stuff. You know, you're a security guard. You make $10 an hour. Yep. You're not supposed to have interest in these things. You know, and that's so. Understand, you can't control how people will perceive. I mean, you can be the best you can be, but people are going to have their head tracks about things bothering them, or you remind me of my ex-boyfriend or my ex-girlfriend, and they're going to treat you as such. Oh, I had somebody who said, just like you, I can't stand you. You don't even know me, you know. So the thing is, like, you know, it's like. So if you're that person, you gotta think about, you know, why you're being bothered by this, or why you're being bothered by that, or, you know, and just try to stay presence of mind of the business in front of you, and not allow that to do that. So this book talks a lot about that, about dealing with head trash, your own, and dealing with people who are in the same space. And one of the best ways to do it is just in a very polite, professional way, confront it. Is everything okay? You know, there's something going on with you, so forth and so on. And if I say, you know, again, because if I speak to someone, they don't speak. The first time I just ignore it. Second time, I'm getting over sports of time. You know, okay, it's been 2 weeks. I didn't say hi every day for 2 weeks. They clearly not responding. So now I have enough of a test pattern to understand this is not just me.
They are ignoring you.
Right.
Yes, exactly.
So I give enough space to understand that. So, okay, that's fine. Because then I say at some point, and especially in a position where someone's like, at some point you may need me. And I will remember this. When it comes to me, it's like, and I'll say like, you're talking to me. What's the matter?
Yeah.
I mean, you never talk to me. What's the matter? And I act like real surprised. Like, what? It's like, well, I'm saying, it's like, I say hi to you every day. You never talk to me. What's the matter?
Yeah, like, what's wrong?
You need something from me. You need something from me? Like, and I'll make a deal like that. Like, and they're making like, no, you're not just gonna blow past this.
Yeah, right?
You know, it's like, that's not okay.
It's not.
And that's not okay. So, but yeah, you do, and again, a polite way, not like cursing them out, but just like. Why are you talking to me
attention?
now?
Like, you've never spoken to me before. What's up?
And I don't know read a riot act, but I'll be surprised. Like, yes, yeah, I'm looking through. I need some video. Wait, what? From me? You're talking to me? What's going on? Why are you talking to me? You never say hi. I talk to you all the time. You never say hi. Well, I just need. But wait a second. Why don't you talk to me? You know,
I ain't trying to hear it.
Put them in a place. So that's not okay.
I ain't trying to hear it now. Tell us about your books.
Yeah, this is the book to get.
Let's push this one to the side.
Ooh.
So what I've been doing with my time in the last couple years is that. So I started a comic book publishing company.
Can I see one?
Yes. So I have a couple books here. I have 2 titles so far. That's Munch, which is the best way to describe it. It's a story of Kentucky Fried Chicken being told from the viewpoint of the chicken, which is humans. So,
oh my gosh, that's funny.
Space aliens come down to Earth, find out that humans are delicious, so they come down on a regular basis and go shopping, harvesting us up, and taking us back to the planet for food.
Oh no!
Like we do chickens.
Like right. So I did of chicken. So
they
harvest people, they take them back for food, and now and humans are almost completely defenseless. So the idea I would say chicken because like a chicken compared to, I mean, chickens have no. It's the same idea that they're so superior intelligently, physically, in every way that, you know, humans, like, you have nothing to do but get put into a crate and taken away.
Yeah, wow.
So, but the bigger story is, because I like to write in levels. So on the just first level, it's entertaining, you know. But it's a deeper. He's laughing at it.
Cracking up.
The KFC page.
Maybe Vort fried humans.
Yes, because they call them Vorts. The aliens, they call them Vorts.
It's claw looking good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you illustrate this yourself?
No, I wrote. I'm a writer. I don't draw. Okay.
He picking his look. He got the bones. He picking his teeth with the bone. This joint is gruesome.
Yeah. So the story is about. So that's what the story is about. So the bigger story is really about. And again, it's in a level way that it's not in your face, but it's about capitalism, about consumerism, and about empathy.
So I was going to ask you, was this for children, but it's not.
No, that one's not.
That
one's not for kids.
They are eating humans.
Yes.
It is not for children.
No.
So, but yeah, so a decision I made, so I started this in November of 19, and had a lot of hiccups. So here's the thing too, is the two in the book club section, but expect problems. You know, problems are just a natural way, I did business. So business is about untying knots. You're going to run into knots and run into problems. And, you know, so that's just how it is. So, but I started as a 19, and number 19 had a lot of hiccups going forward. I decided so with every issue that comes out, so these are called, for the comic book industry, these are called floppies. So it's a regular book. So I'm doing graphic, so I'm really focusing my business now on graphic novels.
Okay.
So it'll basically be 3 issues in one.
Okay.
I will still sell floppies. This is more for the collector comic book crowd, but then the graphic novel is going to be ones I'm really pushing beyond the comic book crowd.
So there's a certain amount of pages that have to go into a floppy versus the novel?
A typical issue of a comic book is about 22 pages.
Okay.
You know, so the novel is going to be about 68 pages.
Okay.
Because people like this story, and everybody who have and because I'm gifting this to you today, this is the first iteration of this. And once these are going, which are almost going,
wow.
you will have the collector's item.
Congratulations.
People will not get this because it's going to be, the new one's going to be relettered, and it's going to be.
Oh, so I need to put that like in the one little plastic thing.
Yes.
I'm ready.
When it becomes very big, you will have the original
yes.
version of the first.
So
and it will be big.
Yes. Are you in the comic book store? What's that?
It's
the
on
black
Frankfurt
owned one?
Avenue.
I have not gone for it yet because I was not ready to. I'm close, so hopefully they'll accept me. I know that because I'm not ready to sustain a retail position.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And I did not want to go in half doing anything. You know what I mean? I wanted to make sure that when it's time for me to be in a retail position, whoever's going to be willing to take me in, that I can do everything I say I'm going to do. Yeah. I can fulfill my promises.
That's good business.
Not
Yeah.
doing ninja business.
That's good business. Yeah, you're not ready.
So I want to make sure that I was ready. Again, you can't just be always scared or whatever. But I know I wasn't. But I'm getting to a point now because what's happening now is that issues 2 and 3 are done, and I'm going to release everything on the same day: the graphic novel,
nice.
and the floppies. And if they want the floppies, they can get all of it at the same time. So my second book, Super Nana and Cap App. So this is a story of his a superhero, Banana and Apple, and they're like kids, and they decide to dress up like superheroes. They just decide to become superheroes one day, and this is for like kids 6 to 10. And my 2 kids, my 4 and 5-year-old, love this book. They can quote it. So
that's good. They're your spokespeople.
Yes,
take them with you everywhere.
So
Super Nana and Cap App.
Right,
Cap App.
A superhero,
like
Banana,
it.
and the Apple. And,
Cap App.
So it's what's unique about this this book is that it's drawn. You see, because I have different artists do it. So it's one story, and again, I fell into this, and I mean, it wasn't what I originated in my head and how it became. I'm so happy what it became, but again, it's a process. So I found something. I developed something better than I thought it was going to be. So it's one story in different sections, and I have different artists. I have Louis Duvall, you know Louis.
Oh, did you know
his junior, his son.
Oh,
his son
awesome.
Yes.
Wow.
So again, if everything happened the way I planned, I would have never found him. I would have never. This would have never happened. Now I would have used him all the time. And then it goes to puppets. So I made.
It's like actual pictures of bananas and apples.
Right. So it starts off with the drawing, and then
like
it goes to the next part of the story. It's the puppets. So I made the puppets.
Oh wow!
And
I've seen them on Facebook.
Right.
Yes.
So it's a puppet section. So it's a different than another artist that does the next section. Woman named Mahaja Yazdani. So she did this part. Wow. So it's and it keeps the kids. The changing of the thing keeps the kids really intrigued.
Yeah.
Like the next thing is like it's like it's constant. It's like kind of
that was brilliant.
I didn't plan to do it that way.
That was so brilliant because even as adults, our attention span is so short.
Right.
The fact that once you see the first change, you're like, okay, wait, something's different. So it's gonna make you keep going through it.
Right, and then it changes again, and it changes back. But again, it's all one story, but it's like segments of the same story.
Okay,
broken into different pieces. And again, I didn't plan for it to be that way. It just kind of
epic first issue.
Yeah, the kind of epic first issue.
This is really good.
And then also, I again, it was a slow burn because then I fused the editor in chief, so to speak, into the story, almost like Stan Lee would do. So it's almost like but it was a long iteration. I expected to just kind of turn something out, but it didn't go the way I planned. So that was a good tip. Like sometimes things don't go the way you plan it to, but good thing it didn't because through the hiccups. I discover other elements. It's like, this would be interesting. Why not try it this way?
This is awesome.
Why not do it that way? Don't do it this way. So I actually just took that to my son's class and read the book. I gave all the kids a copy, and I read the kids, and they were cracking up. And my son was laughing loud. It's like, "Thanks, son. That's right.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
look, it's a crossword puzzle. But crossword puzzle. What's that? A maze. There you go.
And the biggest thing. So the problem with a lot of comic books nowadays, and the issue is that they're not making enough stuff for kids. And I just watched this whole vlog about that. That they're everything is. Marvel is not selling as many books anymore. DC's not selling books anymore, but they're not doing stuff for kids. The kid audience is really big. Yeah, I mean everybody buys things like Dogman. I've heard of Dogman, Captain Underpants.
Yep.
Right,
my son loves Captain Underpants.
Right, that audience is there, and people are not.
Yeah,
they're not. That audience is being untapped. There's a really nice piece of the market share that's available there, which is why I was like,
there you go, pick it up.
Right,
pick it up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And for me, it was like, because here's the thing, like I can write, I feel like, not I can write anything. So it's like I can go from this to writing that. And I was like, so the idea of this came about initially, because I make kids jokes and things like this. I thought about what if I do a puppet book. Because it was like, can I do a book and have it be less expensive? Because this book is expensive to do.
Is it?
I gotta pay an artist per page for every page, and yes, and it's expensive.
Wow.
So I mean, this whole me starting this comic book publishing thing from November 19 to now, I'm about almost $20,000 in. As a business.
Wow.
But again, as a business, because I got 2 books. $20,000 in as a business, but it's But as I go further, the cost starts to balance out. But again, it was like it's sticking with us. Like you keep investing because I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing and make some mistakes and building this thing and making sure that everything is self-contained and as an entity and being able to build beyond that and so.
This is phenomenal.
So, but that's what it is. So, but this is a book to buy. So SnoobyComics.com here.
Snooby Comics.
Snooby. Here, I got you guys stickers, little swag.
Hey,
I got
he came prepared, y'all. This wasn't no ninja visit. He came prepared.
Oh yes, buy swag with this stuff. So when you order the book, because when I do the big package, next month when this comes out, you get everything, stickers and this this. And then here's the thing. So you'll get the joke.
Magnet.
Refrigerator magnet. You'll get the joke when you read the book. So it says human meat, no frills. So it's for Munch. So it's a can of human meat.
We'll get the joke when we read the book.
Yes.
That's
a great way to promote and market your comic books with stickers, refrigerator magnets.
This is so neat. I love stuff like
this. Snooby Comics would like to apologize for the nonsense you just read.
Yes.
We will not allow that crazy banana and apple in any more of our books unless you like them. If you did like Super Nana and Cat-Bat and you would like to see more of them, let us know at SnoobyComics.com.
That's cute.
And that's a way to get kids to want to
That's dope.
But I'm just saying, hey, check out the website.
Your opinion matters. Let us know.
Marketing is a way to say.
Right, so this was not out yet. The Captain
both of these are out. So this is both of them are out in a limited capacity. So it's like I haven't had the grand opening yet.
Okay.
Right. So I put this one out first, and I had to learn some lessons. And I'm glad because I put this out first, and I'm glad. I'm saying glad, but everything didn't go the way I planned. Because at this point I should have like 7 books out by now.
Okay.
But things didn't go as planned. But again, the good thing it did because I made mistakes. Yeah. And the mistakes were not as costly on the level that I've made them on now because compared to what it would be if I had got thrusted into it. So, and that's just because it's just the process of doing business.
It is. It really is. Ooh. I want to read this to our grandkids, but they can't touch it. Oh. I'm just gonna hold it up and be like this.
Well, you can touch it. I'll get you a second copy of it.
Like, listen, because
and this book is actually made. It's a mini comic because it's for kids, and if you look at the covers. It's harder. The pages are thicker. Because I know a person like
a little more durable for kids.
Right, the kids they can look at it and wipe it, spill jelly, and you can wipe it off. So it's supposed to.
You put some thought into that,
right?
Yeah,
it's supposed to stand the test of thing. It's like you can hear the cover is harder because I wanted to stand so kids can watch it and
Where do you get your stuff printed?
That one I got from Mix'em.
Now, is this more expensive to print with this? I guess it's like a layer of.
Yeah, it's a little bit thicker. I mean, a little bit, but it wasn't. It's not super expensive at all. Okay. Again, and I'm selling books. I mean, right now my profit is marginal. I mean, there's a profit to be made, but I'm selling this book at $2.99.
Okay.
Which is, and the price is going to definitely have to probably go up with the way everything has gone up.
Because yesterday's price is not today's price.
Exactly.
Everybody else charging more, you got to charge more.
I've only charged them $3 because I wanted to be accessible to parents. Because again, my Munch, I'm independent, so I'm selling at $4 a piece, which is I got to sell a lot of books to make sure I get my break even point.
Yeah.
Which I haven't gotten to my break even point by far yet. But I don't want it to be, what's the price point of buying a book? Because how many people make indie books? I say, well, how much is it? $8. Like $8 for a floppy. And again, I can afford $8, but it's like, who's buying an $8 floppy comic book? And I'm trying to support you, but
you making life decisions when you're trying to buy a floppy.
Exactly.
Do I want to eat or do I want this floppy?
Exactly. So I wanted it to be accessible and at a price point that parents would say it's $3. Okay, I'll buy it. So
you gotta get in some book fairs.
Yeah, that's the next thing. I have some because again, I work in the school district.
You work in the school district.
I got some stuff working with the schools, and that's my next big step going into September.
Okay, so wait, you got like mascots, people like to dress up like this?
As a matter of fact, not
Please
yet,
say
but
yes.
that's one of that.
Please say yes. That's gonna be so awesome. They go at the
that's
birthday parties and stuff.
Yes,
It's gonna be so
my
awesome.
daughter. I got to picture my daughter because of this book. She dressed up as a banana for Halloween.
Yeah, you see, that's good.
So I want to be a banana. Do you want to be a banana? Like, yeah, it was because of this. It was just a regular banana costume. So I was like, yeah, we got to explore
Throw a
this.
little superhero costume on top
throw
of the
a cape
banana
on it.
costume.
Exactly.
Cause she could be banana. Nana could be a girl.
Yes.
Yes, Nana. It's a girl.
Banana. Yes.
From now on, it's a girl. I don't care what the book says. It's a girl. Nana. Banana Nana. It's a girl.
Nana. But it's really like two. Basically, I think of the mindset like basically 2 8, 9-year-old kids who decide to be some superheroes and they run around basically in costume all the time.
Which is what they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to save the. Trying to be crime fighters and so it's silliness.
So cute.
And the kids like it.
So Shannon, tell our guests where they can follow you, where they can support you, where they can find your book so they can read your
Googleable,
books.
but no.
Yeah, there you go. That's all you gotta say. Bam, that's it.
I've become Googleable in my old age, so you can Google Shannon Newby and things come up. This person's a real person. But no, so all my social media, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, whatever. I'm Snooby Filmmaker. So it's SNEWBY Filmmaker. So Snooby Filmmaker. But Snooby Comics is SNOOBY. So it's spelled Snooby Comics is SNOOBY. Like Snoopy, but Snoopy.
There you go.
Snooby Comics. So if you go to my company, my LLC is Out the House Media, OUTTHEHOUSC .com, outthehouse.com, spelled the right way, not duh.
Right, duh.
Right. People say, I can't find it. It's because it's spelled correctly.
It's spelled correctly. He asked me that too. How do you
When I
spell
wrote it on the board.
He spells it regular?
Yes. Out
Cool.
the House Media. So if you go there, it'll have links to this because I'm actually putting up because I'm actually in the process now separating the comic book company from the overall media company. So when kids go to buy, or people go there, it'll be just that and not just
this is awesome.
But yeah, so if it's SnoobyComics.com for the books, or if you go to outthehouse.com, you'll find it. Or if you Google Shannon Newby, because I'm Googleable. Shannon Newby.
That's the title of all episodes is I'm Googleable.
Right.
That's it.
And he got IMDb credit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Man, let's talk about it.
Yes.
Well, thank you for joining us,
Yes,
bro.
this has been
Thank you for
awesome.
having me, guys. I really appreciate coming out and doing this.
Yes.
I haven't done much of any kind of politicking in forever. You know what I mean?
Good. You need to get back out there.
Right. So I really appreciate having me out here.
Yeah, we appreciate you coming, man.
Yeah, this was
I'm glad Tiff and you already had a relationship where y'all worked on, what did y'all work on, a play together, a movie together, a
The
TV show together?
TV show.
TV show. What was the name of the TV show?
Heavy
Sedation.
Heavy Sedation.
Right. And it's the show's not about drugs. It's called Heavy Sedation because the idea was that I wanted to show the story to be so intriguing that you watch something on TV and you be like what are you watching? You be so focused on it, like it really captures it. That's why how I wanted the show to be. I want people to be so focused in, and that kind of it worked too because people say, a lot of people found the show initially they were flipping channels and that stopped. Say, what is this? It was interesting. So the next thing they're just sitting there watching, like, what is this? What is this? They had to find me afterwards and tell me how much they appreciated it after the fact. So, so I purposely try to write these things that are really intriguing.
Yep.
And there's a science to it, like when I read the books too, there's a science to what makes your books work. Page turns. What do you do? And what that goes into. This goes into why I think what I'm doing will work because I didn't just make a story.
Right.
You know, I really figured out why this works and why it doesn't. And my wife, who's she don't think she's a nerd, but she is. So I'm the nerd, she's not. But she doesn't like comic books.
Okay.
And so I would give her something to look at. She's like, I don't want to read this. And then I would give her something else. I want to read it. So why? Because my vision is much bigger than just quote unquote comic book people.
Yeah.
It's for a broader audience, and there's an audience there. People, they just don't know it yet.
Yeah.
So that's the key. There's an audience who will buy what I'm doing, who will enjoy what this is, who's not comic book people. And I've been testing the market, which is why I say the good thing I had the hiccups because I've been testing the market.
Yeah.
People say I don't read comic books. I really like this. When's the next one coming out? But I
Well,
figured
that's good.
but there's a science to it. There's a reason why people who like certain things and they don't. And I think I figured it out. You know what I mean? So, and I spent months trying to figure out why does this work. Well, maybe more no longer than that.
That's
now.
cool. I like it. I love it.
So yes, so you can find me SnoobyComics.com or Shannon Newby NEWBY or Google me
On Google.
or OutTheHouse.com,
Right.
you know, or MunchComic.com, you know,
Or on the
over
Entrepreneurians.
On the Entrepreneurians, exactly.
Yes. Yep.
Thanks again, bro.
Thank you so much, Shannon.
Yeah, come back and join us anytime. The next time you write a book, come back. The next time you shoot a movie, create a movie, a play, a TV show, come back.
All your content.
Share it with us, please.
Yes, hopefully soon. I got some big stuff coming soon. Hopefully.
Yes. Come back soon, bro. Thank you again.
Yes.
All right, y'all. We out.